So I was thinking, what better way of making people believe that you're in charge by having them vote for you? We hold an election. We don't tell anyone else that we're holding an election, and then we shut the ballot when it's only me as president and you as vice president running. So when the vote comes, they have to vote for us.
Wilbur, you are a threat to our democracy. A single party? A single party? Are you kidding me? There's another party, pal. I am going to run against you, Wilbur, and I don't fucking care.
Oh fuck, we didn't sign the fucking document, Tommy. I said if we signed it, no one else could join, and that's why we came here to sign it. Why didn't I sign it?
What the fuck are you on about, Will?
Fuck. Wilbur, Sue, and Tommy in it. I am going to run against you, and I don't fucking care. My party is called the Swag Party. You know what SWAG stands for? So we are gamers.
Politicians of gaming versus so we are gamers. Tommy, we need these votes. We need bold strokes. You need to convince more folks. Fundy, I need to ask you, this is your moment to choose, Fundy. Do you take your father or Big Q?
I take neither. I run my own presidency.
Oh. What?
You have a lot of things. You know what you're doing. You have charisma. You're good. You got in suit. All right, you're looking good. I saw the tweet.
Thank you.
But there's one thing that you're missing. I have a bakery, and I can deliver cookies and ice cream to all my citizens.
Well, that's wonderful.
I don't have much more, but that I do have.
Fellas, what Fundy doesn't want to tell you is that he supports me because he himself told me that he wanted to support
Fundy,
me.
say that to us. Is this true?
I support Quackity.
Let's go! Let's go! 2020!
Oh no!
This is excellent. This is very excellent. Wilbur suit.
Big Q. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been.
Carl, please bring up an issue for the floor.
Okay. Let's talk territories. Who's allowed in them, who's not.
L'Manberg has a long history of discrimination against people not from L'Manberg. I myself, I'm not able to enter L'Manberg because of the policies these men have put into their property. And I don't agree with that. I'm going to let everyone into L'Manberg because it's a beautiful country and it deserves to be seen by every citizen in the Dream SMP.
For years, nay I say decades, the Dream SMP has ostracized my group of people. My European brethren stood behind me. L'Manberg is not a place of oppression, it is a place of sanctuary for our people. What you are intending to do is come into our land and open it up to the very people we seek to escape, just because we've created a better life for ourselves. This in itself is tyranny and I will not stand for it.
Wilbur is embracing tradition here. We don't need to embrace tradition. We are a new generation of politicians, Wilbur. I hope you remember that. Embracing your old school policies is just going to hurt progress.
They aren't old school. These policies were formed from blood not long ago.
Your policies all grow from war. Of course, you're a warmonger.
Of course they had to grow from war. We were oppressed.
You love to have wars,
we were an
Wilbur.
oppressed people, Quackity. I led these people to freedom. And I will keep and uphold the policies which freed us. L'Manberg's borders, as long as I'm in charge, will stay closed to all who are non-Europeans.
Universal health care. Or death penalty.
You want to talk about the death penalty, Carl?
Yeah, go for it.
What?
Only for Quackity. Next question.
Okay, what's your stance on the killing of people's animals? There's been a lot of animal killing lately in the server.
Oh, I want to hear this.
I would like to create a police force that will uphold the law so that no further pets are killed in L'Manberg.
I will enact a policy that will teach all our residents to be nice to each other. And that way, we don't have to enforce any sort of laws.
Oh, welcome to the real world, Big Q.
What are you saying? You saying you're a little too violent for that?
A policy that makes people nice. Wait. What is this fucking 1984?
Everybody, calm down.
Society.
Listen. I believe if a bad person is going to kill someone's animals, there should be someone to stop them. That's what I'm saying.
What I think is that we should attack the problem from the root. And that's enact and change the morals we all have. No one should be dying, and no one's animals should be dying either, Wilbur. It's about changing our culture. Why does everyone make fun of Funny for being a furry,
buzzwords. You're just saying buzzwords.
But what's your stance on corruption within politics?
As the man who called this election, as the man who stripped his own power to allow democracy to take root, I would say corruption is a big part of what I am against.
I remind you that you are not enacting democracy because you are well within your full knowledge that it would be a one-party system until I came up. I decided that I would be running against you.
You have no proof.
You weren't expecting that. You were expecting a one-party policy.
He's talking out his ass. He has no proof.
I have proof. There are vods, Wilbur. I can pull them up,
VODs. What's a
Wilbur.
VOD? What's
There
a
are
VOD? I
many
mean, let's
VODs,
think
Wilbur.
about this. If it pleases the court, I would like to say that my opponent is talking shit.
Oh my god.
I have the vods, Wilbur.
You don't want to try this.
Culture?
Hey, are you done with your pissing contest now?
I've decided Wilbur won this.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Thank you, Carl.
What?
Carl, I agree with you, Carl. Thank
Thank you, Carl.
Tommy,
Wilbur, you should have let me speak in that.
Tommy, I don't think I should have. Tommy, I really am worried about you here. George
Why?
he's a smart man. I think
He's not. Wilbur,
Tommy,
watch me fly. Watch me fly.
Tommy, I'm taking off my hat for you right now. The fire in your heart is going to overtake you, and you'll
It
begin.
won't this time, Wilbur. I've already done enough fire and arson.
Make me proud, Mr. Vice President.
I will, Big Dubs. Listen, I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly wouldn't want to waste mine. Now, I think I'd like to address the fact that the reason L'Manberg was created was for freedom. The fact that you would suggest.
You're talking about freedom here. You wanna
George,
lock it
I would
off to a
really
certain group
request
of
you
people.
wouldn't cut me off. The reason we had to get those certain group of people is because the Dream SMP, your land, which you stand for, mercilessly blew up our land, killed our
Can you
friends,
tell me
our family, our
why
trollos.
was your land? Why did it need to be blown up? What happened in the
didn't-
first
no,
place? What did you do to
George,
spark
George,
this
if you
war?
stand by the
All
fact
you
that
care
something
about
needs to be
is
blown
war.
up, then how
All
dare
you care
you?
about is war. You know who wins in war? No one wins in war. Okay?
Nobody.
You're causing chaos. The people are hurting from it. They want peace within the land. And you are not allowed to leave my podium.
Shush,
I am leaving my
Shush,
podium.
Goggy. You're not being baby right now, bitch.
Do you recognize this?
Whoa!
I have evidence.
Hey, everyone.
Whoa!
He's just proving my point. All he cares
Shush,
about is
Goggy.
war. I have evidence to bring to the people.
This isn't
Look
a
at this.
court case. Why is there evidence?
This isn't
Here,
a
I'll take it. I'll
There
take
is
it.
evidence. I am holding proof of payment from Tommy Innit given to Carl to rig
Wait.
the
No.
Tommy Innit paid $2,500.
I'm a witness.
What?
Tommy, this isn't true.
George, I'd like to remind you that it only wasn't $2,500, but it was 8 books of $2,500 paid to Carl Jacobs by Tommy Innit.
Tommy, what have you done, Tommy?
Listen, he wouldn't let me talk, Wilbur. Why
You
would he let me
bribed.
talk?
You tried to bribe someone, Tommy.
I didn't really try. I actually did. I was very successful in my.
I'd say something about the evidence real quick.
Yeah.
The book is signed by Dream, who is a Dream Team SMP
So
member.
he lied to us.
Tommy, you're jeopardizing this whole election.
I'll clutch up, Wilbur. Don't you worry.
I want you to look me in the eyes, Tommy.
Yes.
Will you again engage in bribery?
No.
Will you uphold the values and ideals of our nation?
Yes.
And are you gonna fuck up Goggy?
Yeah.
Yes. Then let's get back in there. Let's get back in there.
Sure.
This needs to go on record right now, okay?
Okay.
I was working behind the scenes. Quackity, confirm this for a second. I DM'd you asking what questions I can ask you to help you win. Did I
Yeah.
not? And
Yes,
you
you did.
said,
I will not succumb to corruption.
and then I reach over to the other side, and
Oh.
Tommy immediately hands me $2,500.
This man here is putting out content praising himself for scamming, killing, causing pain.
Oh,
This is the person you want to elect into power.
And you
Oh my
call us a
God,
smear
2020,
campaign.
2020.
You call us a smear campaign. To all voters in all
I am
chats
not
of every
endorsing
live
that.
stream, please take notice of the fact that the leader of tyranny is endorsing my opposition. Tommy,
Yes.
Tommy, why are you getting angry at this man? Why are you shouting at Dream? Tommy.
I'm defending your honor.
Tommy,
Wilbur.
I am not a major in need of defending, Tommy. All right, my name's been through enough. You need to fight for what this country believes in. Ignore what Dream says to me. I can take it. I can take whatever derision he throws at me. Right? What you need to do right now is prove what we're about. Can you do that for me, Tommy? Can you go back out there and can you field a debate question from the speaker? Just one.
Yes.
Conflict. I feel like that's more apparent than ever right now.
yes.
And I feel like it's something that needs to be discussed about. Your opinions on conflict between nations, between servers.
when this was a simpler time, we all lived in harmony. It was very nice, very peaceful, and we loved it. And then you came along. You started wars, battles, the list goes on.
No.
And simply, my opinion on conflict is we should keep it to a minimum. but clearly in your mind, you want it to the maximum. I don't agree with that at all.
Hey, George, do you have anything else to add, or can the opposition speak?
I'll allow him to speak.
Well, I mean, you don't allow shit, bitch. Okay.
A small note that I would like to just add on to this is that even though we had corrupt Tubbo as the invigilator or whatever you call him, I was still winning.
Yeah, well, I think my stance on conflict, Carl, that would be that I think only when necessary is it right. I've never done it since you were bringing up my YouTube titles. The one from the other day, I was on my railway, which is my property, and Dream stood there, and I shouted 3 times. I hope Dream gets off the train track. Dream. No, my friend, don't get hit by a train, Dream. Oh! That's the first example of my titles you gave. And sure, we can delve into all of them, but alas, I'm sure the outcome will be very, very similar. Now, George, I think the point you're making about conflict and that it probably was a nicer time before I joined the server, but that's only because someone stood up to your tyranny.
Look, if you came on and had just been amicable like the rest of us, we wouldn't have had to have a war in the first place.
Amicable.
So we built balls, we built structures, we even allowed more of our friends on. And do you know what you did? Do you know what the Dream SMP did to them?
Oh,
They banned them. I think we're going to make sure that this tyranny, this war, this, I'd say discrimination, we'll be stopping that. I don't want any more of war between people. I think it's very important that the Dream SMP server people understand we don't have anything necessarily against them. We just want to make a clear boundary that, look, we fought for our nation. I gave Dream my discs, and now we've earned it. But the point is, we fought for this nation, and the fact that you're trying to take it away, again, make it a part of the Dream SMP is what you're trying to do. And that is the opposite of all that L'Manberg stands for. And if that's what you stand for,
so if we were to make
not have my vote.
Literally, we have the man himself, the man who led a war against our nation. To him, we are just a conquest. He just cares.
I'm just about to do my final statement.
Listen, Tommy and it, George Not Found doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about our nation. All George Not Found cares about is adding another thing to his conquest, and Quackity is enabling this. When the voting day comes, I'm happy to do another debate on a very different terms to this. That's a far too outweighed courtroom. But listen, I hope that your chat and my chat will understand that this entire thing is being swayed by a man who literally led a war against us. They may be having their immature victory, but the people are smarter than this. The people have a wiser mind than this. They can see through their golden tongue of lies, Tommy. You just hold your own, keep it together, and trust me that they'll know who to vote for when 21st of September comes around.
I will, Wilbur.